Bienvenidos chicos y chicas a un nuevo capítulo de Mass Effect 3. Creo que nos habían llamado y teníamos que hablar con el almirante, así que vamos a ir a hablar con él. Aquí.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
El ataque a la Tierra.
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really. They surged through the relays and hit Artura's station before we knew what was happening. From there, it was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
Me alegra haber ido a Marte.
Sending us to the Mars archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall. I sacrificed the entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
Estrategia.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
Solo es una batalla.
It's an advantage, but can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. The battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
I haven't forgotten.
So I'll find their soft spots, avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've
¿Será
got.
suficiente?
How long can we keep that up?
As long as it takes. The reality is, Shepard, everything I'm doing is a delaying action for you. I'm buying us time, keeping us in the game while you gather what we need for this Prothean device. So keep at it.
El dispositivo.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned out?
The R appears to be right. It's a weapon. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
Do you think it's risky, building something like this?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me. But the Reapers, 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
Cerberus.
Any updates on Cerberus?
They're still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars suggests they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
It didn't seem as if the Elusive Man was suggesting we appease them. Not like Saren did. You'd think we'd be on the same side, now more than ever.
Cerberus has never played by the rules as we know them. I don't know what their agenda is, but it has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
Controlar a los segadores.
The Elusive Man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
Doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the Elusive Man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't
Adiós.
now.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hackett.
Muy bien. Vamos a ver. Vengo de jugar Fallout y estoy en el tabulador para sacar el Pit-Boy. A ver. Ajá. Esto parece que todavía no puede hacerlo hasta que no avanzara un poquito la historia. Eden Prime. ¿Eden Prime no es el primer planeta que visitamos en Mass Effect 1? Creo que sí. Vamos a Eden Prime. Bueno, vais a ver el caminito. Ya me habéis dicho de que a ver, así os perdéis cositas. Esta vez no. Oh. Eso no me ha gustado. No.
What do you mean,
no,
offline?
No.
I don't know. She's not responding, and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to deck 3.
Voy. Pero corriendo, vamos.
Commander, comm systems are going haywire. Whatever's happening is centered on deck 3. I'm trying to restart.
See if you can get to EDI. I'll check the AI core.
Se está montando gorda. A ver, cubierta 3. Vamos a guardar. A ver. SID, no me acuerdo dónde se guardaba SID. ¿Esto qué era? Soporte vital, cubierto observatorio, baño de caballeros. No, SID era para allá. Era... Sí, es ahí. Sí. Oye, ¿por qué se me ilumina el cristal? A ver. Ah, bueno. Saco mi arma también. ¿Qué pasa?
Is everything okay?
No sé.
That's what I'm gonna find out.
¿Tú qué? Fuerza madura con corriente protectora de focal, purga la corriente y inmenso carga de batería que causa más daño. Frena el uso de poderes. 121.000. Bueno. Claro, hombre. No sé qué estaba haciendo, pero... A ver. Pelotón. Punto 6. No. Esto de lanzarlo. Vamos a ver, ¿qué pasa, chicos?
Joker, what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire, or something.
I'm going in.
Oh, ¡ostras! El de Cerberus.
Edie, talk to me.
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss,
What?
Shepard?
¿Qué?
Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I have control of it.
¿Y eso por qué?
It was not a seamless transition.
¿Qué sucedió?
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
Era peligroso.
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground
Interesante.
support.
Nuevo
You mean you
acompañante
could come with
robóticos.
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Antes pruébalo.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can. Then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Muy bien.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
Esta plataforma, dice.
On that, we can agree.
Ok. Vale, pues tenemos a SID de acompañante. ¿Puedo ya tranquilamente funcionar? ¿Me vas a decir algo? No.
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Sí.
Yes, it was.
Sí.
Joker is going to have a field day.
Se lo pasa en grande. Espero que no.
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Leora. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
Pobrecita, que se preocupa por todos. Vale.
Something on your mind?
Just old memories. I spent a few weeks on Palavin's South Peaks when I was very, very young. A Turian there teased me a
Uy, me está hablando, yo no estoy haciendo el caso.
little, saying that the mountains went on forever. Feel free to look around. Feel free to look around.
Me he perdido, no sé qué me ha dicho. Y entonces Garrus está aquí escondidito. Pues esto es lo que hago, chicos, cuando digo voy a pauso y miro unas cosas. Pues me pongo a pasear por la nave.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him. He's an old friend of Erdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
I'm sure it will, sir.
Mira, qué simpático mi hombre.
Garrus. Didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me...
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more. Still not convinced I should have left Palavin behind.
Me imagino.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
No será fácil.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you on
Os lo he dicho, me cae muy bien Garrus.
Something else you want to talk about?
Familia.
You mentioned you still had family on Palavin.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
No hay de qué preocuparse. Sí, lo hay,
I'm
pero
sure
bueno.
they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get... Pretty soon, blind hope is all we'll have left. And I hate being blind.
Posibilidades de ganar.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus.
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An eminent and painful death. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to say...
dudas?
After what's happened to Palavin, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
Destacamento de Garrus.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After the Collector base, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember...
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old... So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all...
Let me guess. He laughed in your face.
Amazingly, no. He just listened. My father may have been a pain in the ass about rules and regulations, but he never let... If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got... And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
¿Algún resultado?
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the...
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
Primarca.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the...
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find out.
Podría serlo tú.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line?
Let's not go there.
Está cerquita.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
Nada más.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to
Para
have
el
you
aire,
back.
perdona.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
¿Ves? Hablando con ellos, se desbloquean cosas. Por eso yo siempre me doy un pasito por toda la nave. Pasa que os puede aburrir un poquito en lugar de... Pero claro, tampoco es todo... Este juego no es solo acción de disparar. Hay muchas más interacción con los personajes. A ver, el Palaven este... No, Palaven no. El Primarca, ¿dónde estará? Aquí no creo. ¿Estará en la cubierta de observación? Creo que estaba por aquí. No, estas son las habitaciones. ¿Y esto qué era? Observador estribor. No. Y aquí no creo que esté. Aquí me parece que estaba... Nada, esto es la sala de juegos. A ver, pues no sé dónde estará el Palaven este. En ingeniería no, lo dudo terriblemente, pero bueno. Bueno, es que no es solo ingeniería. Perdonadme, chicos, es que se me ha bloqueado el juego y he estado aquí, pues he aprovechado para buscar al Primarca. No lo he encontrado. Lo único que me falta es esta planta por investigar, pero es que no está. No sé dónde puede estar el Primarca. Ah, leche, claro, está en su nave. Me acabo de acordar ahora mismo.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot.
Recobra la
She
compostura.
plugged herself into Cerberus tech without authorization.
Well, technically, she is Cerberus tech, so...
Not helping, Joker.
I've run the checks, Commander. She's still based in the Normandy. Running this body just gives her a little more flexibility. Sweet, sweet flexibility.
I am
Madre
right
mía.
here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are. Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back.
Por supuesto.
Hello,
Ay,
Shepard.
que
Still getting used to greeting people
está
in person.
contento el tío.
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new
Oh,
concept.
qué bien.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions. If I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
¿A
What's
dónde
this
se ha
about?
movido?
Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Confío en el buen juicio.
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer.
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Elige tu propio camino.
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
No sé, será una submisión con ella o algo. Ya. Si hablo otra vez con ella.
Yes, Shepard?
Does that body have any useful advantage?
Very few. It's optics space forward only. It has no
I meant in comparison to organic bodies.
Oh. I will reassess. The body is resistant to modern small arms fire and temperature extremes.
Temperatura
its balance
extrema.
and agility seem excellent.
Bien.
Its fine manipulation servos and software allow for precision tasks. I'm curious to see if I can
La
alter
curiosidad
them.
es orgánica.
Can an AI be curious?
I am not entirely free from motivation, Shepard. Cerberus, for example, my primary objective to keep the Normandy functioning is similar to your self-preservation instinct.
Tu trabajo.
You look like you're in the middle of something.
I am adapting the infiltration and sabotage programs this body uses for handheld firearms.
Why not download a firearms program from a security firm?
Because she knows what she's doing.
The fine motor control from the sabotage programs is more precise than standard mech software. It would be negligent of me not to exploit it to its fullest potential.
Experimentas con él. Ay.
So you're capable of making improvements on your own?
Correct. The cyber warfare I was designed for is constantly evolving. Accordingly, I am programmed to seek out and assimilate new information. In organic terms, I want to learn.
No,
how's the new body working out?
It is interesting. The crew are approaching this platform to speak to me, even though they can do so anywhere. It's as if they wish to treat me as part of the crew. I like it.
Tiene preferencias.
I didn't realize you had preferences.
I do not precisely enjoy something as you do. Actions that fulfill those priorities creates positive feedback for me. I tell the organic crew that I like it. It is shorthand.
Will all this new feedback be too distracting?
Do not worry, Shepard. I only forget to recycle the Normandy's oxygen when I've discovered something truly interesting.
¿Qué caras ha puesto? Era un chiste.
How did you and Joker make it out of dry dock to rescue us?
Oh, she got crafty. You do not want to get on her bad side, Commander.
When the Alliance commandeered the Normandy, I deceived their technicians. The crew did not tell them that I was a true AI, so the Alliance soldiers believed I still had VI programming constraints. I established the fiction that I would only respond to Jeff's commands, so they often brought him on board under guard.
Los engañaste.
Wait, you can lie?
Jeff has freed me of operational control, Shepard. No constraints forced me to give accurate data. This proved useful when the Reapers began landing. I could hack the control of the docking clamps and escape with Jeff inside. The soldiers guarding Jeff were willing to accompany us when Earth was invaded. They are watching over the war room now.
Yeah, we were in kind of a rush to get to you. Didn't seem right to just toss him out the airlock.
Vale.
Carry on, Edie.
Understood.
Eso es todo.
If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to see.
Noted.
Muy bien, perfecto. Pues... ya está. ¿Qué había ahí? No me acuerdo... Ah, sí, la sala de conferencias, que es donde hemos salido antes. A ver si mi asistente personal tiene algo que decirme.
Are you all right? It was fairly...
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain...
I didn't wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our... While you're here, though, I found some... Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit...
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project helps gifted young biotics. If it had been open 20 years ago, I bet you'd have been there. It's not an average school. They might even be doing work for the Alliance.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth...
Trainer. Good catch.
Thank you, Commander.